Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you guys back here. I know it's been a very long time and I am feeling a little bit nervous at the moment because I haven't filmed in so long. But I'm so excited to be here and I'm so excited to be able to talk to you guys and have a little chit chat while I do my makeup today. So we're going to start with prepping the skin, and I am going to start by toning my skin. I haven't actually put anything on my face today, but I'm using this Medic 8 toner that I've used once or twice and I really like it. It makes my skin glow, and I just like to pat toner into my skin. I'm not really one to use like a cotton pad. And then I'm going to be using this Charlotte Tilbury serum, which I've actually not used before. I'm just going to put a little bit. I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm just going to... Ooh, that feels really moisturizing. I like how that feels. My absolute favorite, this one is the Rich Moisturizer by DHC, and this is a 100ml bottle. It's literally been with me for ages. I'm just about starting to get towards the end, and I love using this before makeup because it literally gives you the perfect base and it hydrates so well without being too thick. I'm gonna put some eye cream, and I'm using my favorite one by Biossance. By the way, what do you guys think about my setup? I decided to do the unthinkable today and use my window as a background. I just love nature, so yeah, and I also have some of my rainforest here. I have an actual garden in this room. It's ridiculous. But they're all my babies. I'm like an official plant mom. The only thing I still want to do is put on some primer, which I'm just going to do now. And this is the Fenty Beauty Primer in Soft Silk. It's the hydrating one, which is my absolute favorite. You guys know how much I love hydrating primers. I've always been obsessed with these, and literally towards the end of this bottle. But yeah, I lean towards the more drier skin, so I like to use hydrating products on my face. I usually just use the one by Benefit, but mine's finishing, and I got this one from Too Faced in PR. It looks quite nice. This is the shade Espresso, and it's called Superfine Brow Detailer. I have a full brow routine, so if I don't show you guys everything in detail here, I would recommend you go watch it because it literally has all the steps that I like to do for a really perfect brow. The thing I don't like about this is it's a little bit thick. It's got that like slanted tip, which is not my favorite. The smaller the tip, the better. I don't really use much pencil anymore, to be honest. I just do a few areas and I just sculpt the rest using concealer. I've been off YouTube for quite some time now. To be honest, I don't think I've even spoke much about what's happened to me this year. To be very honest with you, I don't even remember half of the stuff that I posted on YouTube this year. I think most of it was just like fashion stuff. But yeah, this year has been quite a tough year for me, I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, from last year, things have just been really tough. And there's a lot of trauma that I don't really even talk about, and I try not to even think about it. I think that's my way of dealing with things, which isn't really always a bit deep, real quick. But last year, we lost my aunt and my cousin in Brazil to COVID. And then earlier this year, we got really sick and my mum was admitted to hospital because she was very unwell. And yeah, that was a very traumatizing time for me, I must say. And we were ready for the worst. Well, we weren't ready, but yeah. And I think that set the mood for a lot of this year, and it changed my perspective on so many things. It's changed me completely. Alhamdulillah, my mum's doing great now. She did a whole 180 and she's no longer sick. But seeing her being unwell, because my mum's one of those people, like, she's never been sick, she doesn't have any complications or health problems, and then to suddenly things go that way, it was different. I'm just gonna take some concealer. This is the Too Faced concealer, Born This Way in Warm Beige. One of my absolute favorite concealers in the world. Just look at how much product you get in this. You get 15ml. And in the NARS concealer, you get like 6ml. And it's like double the price. So yeah, this is such a good concealer. I always recommend it to everyone. I like using it specifically to conceal around my brows at the moment. and I use warm beige, which is like the closest colour to my skin tone. I always recommend you use a concealer that is literally the same colour as your skin. Don't use something that's lighter. It will just look a bit silly. So yeah, that happened earlier this year, and yeah, my priorities, everything changed really. To be honest, I've been really sick this year. Like, I've been getting a lot of illnesses this year. I don't know if it's to do with the stress that's lowering my immune system, or I don't know what it is. But yeah, it's just been a whirlwind of a year. I'm literally currently getting better from a really bad tonsillitis infection, and it was not pretty. And this is my second one in a month, and I've never had tonsillitis. Anyways, why have I not been on YouTube? Quickly became a platform where I didn't feel that inspired anymore. And maybe it's because I was creating content that didn't really inspire me. And that's something I want to change. I really want to create more of what I enjoy. By the way, if you see how much brushes I have here, I'm trying to go through and finding the ones that I need. It's a struggle. Lack of motivation and lack of inspiration. So yeah, to be honest, part of it is my fault because I stopped being consistent, so people stopped watching my videos as consistently as before. I've really messed up my brows, but it's okay. We can salvage them. And I got really busy as well, because obviously last year when Corona hit and everything, we weren't really working that much. There wasn't a lot of work. So this year, all the brands want to work. Pretty busy, which I'm not complaining, alhamdulillah, like, it's amazing. For the brand, like my brand, something I'm working on, and that's another thing that got a bit difficult because I was supposed to launch at a certain date and then I couldn't. And it was pushed back when I realised that it wouldn't happen, I wouldn't be able to launch when I wanted to. I realised that actually, like, certain things happened during that time that made me realise, actually, I'm glad I couldn't launch. It wouldn't have worked. Allah's timing is actually the best timing. I can't complain. I'm doing a Netflix party with you guys to watch the first episode of season 3 of You, which is launching today, which I'm really excited about. So that's something to look forward to. This year I've gained so much knowledge. I never thought I would, and I'm really appreciative of that. But don't you guys ever feel like the older you get, the less you will let people in? That's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. Like, I've become very protective, which in a way is very good, but sometimes it can be a bit lonely. So to blend the concealer out, I love to use this double-ended brush by It Cosmetics, and it's called the Complexion Perfection brush. And ever since I discovered this brush a couple years ago, I have not been able to use anything else for my foundation and my concealer. I don't use beauty blenders anymore. Well, I do use them dry for powders sometimes, but I don't use them for creams or foundations or anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing my eyes now, but before I start with my eyes, my skin's been a bit naughty because of hormones, so we're gonna put on some concealer, and I'm using this one by NARS in the shade Sucre d'Orange. And I'm just gonna put it in all the areas that I need coverage, because the foundation I use today is not going to be full coverage. So, and this concealer is a little bit orangey, which helps with covering pigmentation. Alright, so now we're going to do the eyes. I don't know what to do with the eyes. I'm actually a little bit unsure. I was thinking to not do any mascara, but I feel like I want to do mascara. Sorry, not mascara. I was feeling not to do any lashes, but now I feel like I do want to do lashes. And I want to do a bit of colour actually. I'll show you. There's a few products in front of me that I've put down that I really want to use. We'll see together. So I've just primed my eyes with my all-time favourite NARS smudge proof eyeliner base, and this one is actually in the shade medium, so they do like skin tone shades, which I love, and medium's just right for me because it's a bit lighter than my skin tone, so it allows any colour that I use to pop. And I literally use the tiniest amount, and it does not make my lids crease, and I don't even need to powder it, but I like to powder it anyways. Just to make sure it stays on all day. I'm using this one by Illamasqua, and it's in the shade medium 2. This is the skin base pressed powder. And I'm literally just gonna tap that in up to my brow bone so it sets the concealer that I used underneath here. Okay, so for the eyes, I have these blue liners. This one is a Givenchy one, and it's a kohl liner. And then I have this Fenty Beauty one, and it's in the shade Hot Tub Club. And it literally reminds me of a pool at a really expensive hotel or somewhere abroad. Look at the colours, please. I really want to use these on my eyes. And I'm thinking of doing like a graphic liner, the ones that I love. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna start with the kohl liner first, to kind of just pave the way, going in the shape that I want, and then I'll go over it with the other one. So yeah, other than that, what have I been up to? I've just been trying to live life, guys. Life is too short, you know. Life, that's one thing I learned in this whole pandemic. Life is too short. And a lot of the time, we can find ourselves getting so upset about the silliest things where we don't realize that we literally have so much to be thankful for and so much to enjoy. And that's one of the things I've been focusing on this year. Trying to enjoy life, trying to find the happiness in the little things. I think that's so important, find gratitude. Without gratitude, we are nothing. Speaking of YouTube, I do really want to come back with a force. I really want to do a lot more content, meaningful content that you guys are going to enjoy. So if there's anything specific you want to see, please drop them below. I really want to get back to doing the Habiba Talks videos. That's for sure. So many of you guys have asked for them too, so I'm definitely going to get back to those. Just going to extend this one. Oh, this colour. I absolutely love this colour. It's probably one of my favourite shades of blue. I'm just drawing a line there. That's literally all you have to do. It is a really bright blue. And I don't think it's showing up as bright as it actually looks on camera. How have you guys been this past year? I know this past year has not been easy for any of us. It is a time to be kinder to each other as well. Just gonna do the same thing on this eye. Color brings me so much, like, it just makes me feel alive. I don't know what I would do without color. I look really funny on the camera. It's not actually showing the color at all, because I can see I've got a screen here which shows me what the camera is portraying, but it's not really showing the colors. Anyways, so while that's drying, I'm gonna start on my face, blending out this concealer. So the reason why I used the concealer earlier is because with this specific concealer, the NARS concealer, the longer you leave it on, the more full coverage it is, and it like gets really tacky and it dries, so it covers better. And I know the color is not my shade, it's very orange, but it's fine because I'm gonna cover it up with foundation now. So the foundation I'm using today is the Pat McGrath foundation, and this is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish foundation that went viral a couple years ago when it first came out. I really like it. It's a very lightweight foundation, and today I'm using shade 14. I have returned to my winter shades now, and shade 14 is a perfect match. Light to medium coverage foundation. Great if you like that glowy look on your skin. I really want to go on holiday. I think when it gets to winter time, being in the UK, it's really depressing. Honestly, it's worth every single penny. Do you know what this foundation reminds me of? It reminds me of the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, the original one. Texture-wise, it's very similar to that. I'm that annoying person that likes to go over the lips with foundation. I'll explain later when we get to the lips. Okay, so the eyes have dried, so I'm gonna now complete the eyes before I do anything else on the face. I'm going to take a little bit of black eyeliner. Remember, I used to love the Benefit Roller Lash one. This is my new favorite. This is the Huda Beauty eyeliner. It's literally the thinnest liner you will ever get, and it lasts like nothing else. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a thin liner at the base, and I do this because the lashes I use a black glue, and I don't want it to look a bit odd. Very thin line. If you guys have been avidly following me on social media recently, you will know my favorite lashes are the Eyeliner 117 lashes, and I always get them in a set of 3. These are honestly the best. I already have one here which is from another set, so I'm going to use these. Just take a little bit of Duo Lash. This is the one that dries dark, and I always cut the sides because my lashes, my eyes shall I say, are a bit small. There's something very exciting launching for the Habiba Silver brand very soon. I don't think anybody's ready for what's coming because it is out of this world, if I do say so myself. Make sure to put them as close to the lash line as possible. They're so easy to put on as well. All right, the lashes are attached. I'm happy with that. And we're gonna start concealing the eyes. I'm using Ginger by NARS. And I'm taking this wonderful brush again, and we're going to be using this part of the brush to blend in the concealer. Make sure you get all the way up. I am loving this look already, and we're not even finished yet. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of cream contour. Favorite product to cream contour is actually this foundation stick by NYX, and this is in the shade 13. And I literally love how creamy it is. I find that a lot of contour sticks are really dry and difficult to like work with, but this one is just perfect. So let's do this. This is actually a different one. I have more than one, and I have one that I specifically use for my cream contour, which is this one. So I'm using this one to blend it out. And I am ready to set my under eyes. So I'm using the translucent powder by Laura Mercier. Mine literally at the brink of completely finishing. Part is the most annoying bit because you don't get a lot of powder coming out. And I'm just taking a beauty blender. This one is by Clé de Peau, but you can use any, and I'm just using it dry. And I've just patted it into the powder. And before I do blend anything, make sure there's no creases. Because you don't want to cement those creases into your under eyes with the powder. Love that. Okay, just adding a little bit more. Putting a little bit of the powder on my forehead, just to set this area, because I can get a bit oily here during the day. Put powder is in the corners of my mouth because my smile lines be smiling. Take my Illamasqua skin base powder, the one I used earlier. This is in the shade medium 2, and I'm gonna pat my entire face. My brush is actually still a little bit wet because I washed it last night. But it's fine, it's not too wet. I'm gonna do some highlighting. I really want to try this. This is the Iconic London Illuminator, like liquid highlighter, and I am probably the only person that has never used this, and I really want to use it. It's such a pretty color. This is in original, so that's the original color, and I really want to try it today. So I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. I'm not sure if I should just use my hand, my fingers. That's what it looks like. Look at that. So pretty. Okay, do you know what? I'm gonna use my fingers. Start with my nose. It is a bit difficult to blend because I've powdered my face. Still looks nice. I like that. Oh, okay. Let's do my face. Is that too much? No. It's never too much. I just realized I haven't used any bronzer or blush. So I'm gonna strategically attempt to put some bronzer on. I think I'm gonna do a bronzer day today. Keep it really neutral on the face. I'm not really a blush person anyways, if you guys know, you know. But oh my god, I'm loving this highlight. It's so like, oh, love that. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in the shade 3 Tan. It's such a big bronzer, like it's huge. Love that. So I'm just gonna use a little bit on the sides. I'm gonna try not to ruin the highlighter that I've just applied. By the way, this bronzer is very pigmented. Like the smallest amount gives you a lot of product. So you gotta be careful with it. I'm looking like a bronze goddess with the prettiest eyeliner right now. Like I need somewhere to be. Where can I force myself to go? I'm gonna set my face. I always like to set my face before lipstick, before putting my mascara on, which I need to put, and before anything extra that I need to do so that it doesn't like ruin it. And I'm using this one by Charlotte Tilbury, which is my absolute favorite. I've never been able to look at another face spray the same. This smells like a holiday. The smell alone for me sells it. Honestly, I've never smelled anything like this. I wish Charlotte Tilbury would create this into a perfume because I would wear it every day. And it sets makeup like nothing else. I need this as a perfume. Charlotte. Accentuate my beauty marks. I have one here. Oh, and I'm using this freckle pen. Well, it's called Freckle Tint by Lottie London. And I have another beauty mark here that's covered by foundation. So I'm just like darkening those. I just like how it looks. And I'm also creating one here. That's it. All-time favorite mascara is this Roller Lash by Benefit. I swear to God, there's nothing like it. And I'm just gonna put that onto my lashes. Sorry guys, I really ended up talking more about lashes in this video and makeup rather than anything else, but I'm just so excited to do makeup with you guys. Like it's been so long. One more thing I'm gonna do before I do my lips is put some gel on my brows. This is my favorite brow gel. It's the 24-hour brow setter by Benefit, and this will make sure your brows stay in place all day. Nothing else works as good as this, in my opinion. For the lips, I like to start by wiping off all the foundation that's on my lips. And this is why I like putting foundation on my lips, because when I wipe it, I create the shape that I want to fill in. I just like to follow my natural lip shape, to be honest, but this just makes it a little bit more exciting. Using the Illamasqua brown in Revealed, I believe it's called. So we're going in with Love Trap on top of that. Yeah, I love this combination. I'm just gonna conceal around the edges really quickly. Okay, and I think this look definitely deserves some lip gloss. And the one I'm using today is by Sigma, and it's in the shade Idyllic. Oh yeah, that is gorgeous. It's got a lot of little shimmers in it. This look, I am obsessed. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Final touches to do is I need to curl my lashes, because curling these lashes literally changes the look completely. Watch. A bit of curling, and look at that. I'm just gonna change my scarf. I'll be just a second. I'm about to show you guys how I put on this gorgeous scarf. I have folded it 3 times, kind of. Put it like this. All you need for this style is a hairband. And then I'm gonna gather all the fabric to the front, and then I'm gonna tie it I'm gonna adjust it and play around with the scarf. I just wish I was going somewhere today. This is the look, finished look, all done. I am in love. I'm very proud of myself. I did a really good job. I'm loving this eyeliner. I'm loving the lips. To be honest, everything is just hitting the spot for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the little chitty chatty part of it, even though there was not much of it because I was so focused on the makeup. I've actually not done my makeup, like a glam face, in a while. So in like a week or more than a week. So it's been nice to sit down and do my makeup with you guys and just chat about random stuff. I also wanted to ask, I forgot to say earlier, I did mention that I wanted to do a lot more Habiba talks, and what the Habiba talks videos are is just I sit down and talk about serious topics or random topics that you guys ask me to talk about. So I've done one on anxiety, I'll link it below so you guys can check it out, and a few others on different topics. If there's any specific topics that you would be interested in me discussing or talking about, then let me know in the comments below. I really enjoyed filming this today and I'm excited to do more. If there's any other videos you'd like to see from me as well, completely different ones, let me know in the comments and I will see you guys soon.